And good day, year 8. Alrighty, so you've reached the end of the week. We've just got 2 lessons of planning for this wonderful piece that you're going to write about the courtyard in Verona. Now, descriptive writing is often about transporting the reader. One of the ways that you can do that is by giving them really detailed descriptions. So today we'll be looking at how we can come up with detailed descriptions, partly through the use of vocabulary, partly through the use of just noticing and using our senses in an inventive way. So first of all, you'll have seen tasks like this before. Look up each of the words, get a definition here, and then use that word in a sentence about West London. So whatever it is, you might be saying the leonine heat of Goldhawk Road or something whilst the market was on. Or you might describe the leonine colour of the sun blasting through Holland Park Avenue, through the trees on Holland Park Avenue. And then each of these words in turn, zephyr, a zephyr of wind gusted through the courtyard, and you could use someplace in West London. So use each of these words in a sentence. It's really vital that you start practicing with them. I'm fairly sure that almost all of these will be new to you, but they're really useful in giving the reader that precise information. So off you go, do that. Feel free to pause the video now. Okay, so for task 2, you're going on a little short city break again to Verona. Hop on that sort of gas-guzzling flight, virtually, to Verona. And then afterwards, I want you to just come up with some ideas of how you might describe the city based on what you've just seen. Maybe some natural features that you noticed, maybe some man-made features. What things jumped out at you? So be thinking about these whilst you're watching the video, and then sum up your impression of Verona. Okay, off you go. Enjoy your trip. Task 3. So you've started to come up with some interesting words to describe Verona. Now we want to think about, when we're doing this on our own, what are the methods we'll use? Well, one of them is sensory. What do you think when you're looking at this wonderful image of this beautiful medieval city? What can you see? What can you pick out visually? What colours are there predominantly? Or sights, shapes, angles? For example, the way that the river lazily cuts through this terracotta, this sort of the shades of terracotta on both sides of the river. You could draw the contrast between the blues and the greens of the river with the terracotta sort of oranges and sandiness of the city around it. What can you hear? What do you think you can hear? It's a very tight city. There's probably not loads of traffic. It might be more sort of the sounds of people. It's probably the sounds of lots of different people getting on with their lives. Maybe in the distance you could hear the river itself sort of trickling by. What do you feel, smell, and taste? So this is, as you can tell, a chance to practice our senses. Off you go. So our final task for this lesson, we're going to be experimenting with some sentences. A few of them are starting to use the vocabulary that we looked at earlier. So number 1's already been done for you. It was a stifling afternoon and the shadows of buildings bounced round in the emerging twilight. So we're really looking to capture what the scene in Verona would be like in each of these sentences. The shadows became Venetian masks, and so we're personifying the shadows here. What do you want to say that the shadows did? Within the courtyard, the cool stone offered sanctuary from, and then you could use maybe some of the new vocabulary. So complete each of these sentences. I've left it so that the writing comes out in blue, nice and easy to see which bits you did. Alright then.